Hey everyone, Jason here from spiritualbabies.net. I haven't done a vlog in ages, but it's been a kind of an interesting week on social media or in the circles that I swim in. And although I haven't been in the shark fight, I've been watching from the outside. So as most of you know, I traveled through Christianity and Messianic movement to get where I am today. I reject the New Testament and Jesus, and if you're watching this and you didn't know that, that's where I am. And although I'm not Jewish, I embrace a Jewish filter in my faith. So it's important to know before we start off. I'm just going to ramble and rant a little bit. So there's a period of time when I was in the church and in the Messianic movement where you might be going through a hard time in your life and someone would say, you know, that's the devil attacking you, or you must be doing something right if the devil's attacking you, or there's Satan on your back. Stay focused. At the time, you take that as a positive reinforcement, and you might not believe that the devil's actually attacking you, but it's nice to know that people are supporting you, even though generally they're not really looking at what you're doing. So they won't actually say, well, you know, what are you doing and why are you getting a hard time for doing that? They'll just assume you're doing the right thing because you're in the same camp as them, and why wouldn't you be doing the right thing? Another perspective would be that there's a mutual support where the action that you're doing is somehow benefiting them, or they're used to you making the right choices, and so they assume that you're still making the right choices, and that somehow anything that's negatively inflecting onto you and your action is from an evil source. There's also a weird thing that happens where you'll get a person in a group who will be holding the banner for that group and will absolutely believe that what they're saying and doing is the right thing to say and do, that the actions that they're doing are the right actions to do at this particular time, and that because they're doing this for some faith or religious reason, God's on their side. And way across the field, approaching them with their banner, is a different person with a different group, also doing it for religious reasons, for faith reasons, and because of that, they believe that God is at their back, inspiring and guiding them on their journey until you end up with two people, apparently God supporting both of them, clashing in the middle, and somehow the opponent being a spiritual banner to the truth that you are carrying coming to light. I hope you can see how crazy that is. I'm in a position, most of you I guess are in a position that we know that the Tanakh tells us that all things come from God, good and bad. There's a great line in Ushpizim, a great scene in Ushpizim where a guy leans across the yeshiva desk and says, everything is a test. And I love that, and it's a great way of reminding yourself that when bad stuff happens, sometimes it's happening for a reason, and it's a test. How are you going to defend yourself and do the right thing? Are you going to defend yourself and do the right thing? Is defending yourself always the right thing? Are you fighting because you want to come out on top, or are you fighting because you know what you're doing is right? Or are you fighting because the person that you're fighting against has been annoying you and you want to beat them down regardless? Maybe the thing to do is not to carry banners and fight anyone that's in your path. Maybe you shouldn't be marching at all. So I find it frustrating when I see people in opposite groups and they're tearing each other apart openly, especially when those groups may be there as a support mechanism for people who are new to this way of life and this faith walk. So you have this great, wonderful facade to a house with beautiful lawns and flowers outside and enticing signs offering tea and chats, and a respectful environment. And then when you go in, you find posters everywhere, not only slating the other people who should really have a very similar outlook on life, but there's this huge dialogues of people saying really unkind, mean things to each other in a public forum. Now, what does that say to someone who has decided to be brave and reach out to an online community that they don't know anyone in? They go in and they, is this the norm now? Is that okay for me to do? Because if that's the case, then I can go back to my Facebook page and call 5 people out that I don't agree with, and be as mean as them as I like. I can tell ask the people, the mentors that other people look at to put on their big boy boots and come and have a fight in the middle of the street. That's ridiculous. It's not helpful. Moreover, if you're gonna step up to that plate and you get offended or upset by someone who's treating you with the same disrespect that you're treating them, then asking for support from people because that happened to you and suddenly your feelings are hurt, don't do it. If someone fronts up to you because they don't like what you're doing, just ignore them. Ask them why if you want to. Why don't you like what I'm doing? They can explain their case. Then you can say respectfully, this is a big planet with an infinite internet. You don't have to look at me or talk to me. Just ignore me. It's fine. And in the same way, if you're offended because someone says something about what you do and you take that personally, then don't do that thing anymore. Especially if that thing is supposed to be a spiritual benefit to other people. So supposing I'm delivering bread to people every morning and someone slashes the tires of my car. Do I sit by the car and cry and complain to everyone that goes by that the bad man hurt my car? Or am I gonna try and fix that car tire and get the bread delivered? Because after all, isn't that why you started doing it in the first place? You don't want the people to go hungry. You didn't do it to be the cool person that's driving the van, and then to try and turn that into a thing where you're the cool person that drives the van. The bread becomes unimportant to you. You're happy to let the bread go stale and rotten on the back of the van while you muster some sort of personal support group. If it's about you and not about the thing you're doing, then you shouldn't be doing the thing. You should get someone else to do the thing, because the thing is important. It's not about this. The circle I move in, the people I'm interested in talking to, they're not about being a personality. That's not the main focus. The main focus has to be the thing that you're talking about. If that doesn't drive you, if the Tanakh doesn't drive you, the sense of building community doesn't drive you, and the information in what you're delivering doesn't drive you, if it's just about the fact you're delivering that message and that you're the person that has the front door key, then you really shouldn't be doing it. So that's just a bit of a rant. And if you think this is about you, then ask yourself why. And if you are listening to this and you're taking it personally and you're getting angry, then don't, because it's not about you at all. It's about what you're not doing. It's about the fact you can't just shrug that off and say, well, actually, I've got an important message that I need to give, and it's not about me giving it. So I'm not going to take that personally. I'm going to keep delivering the message purely and honestly, without any bias or hidden arrows or poison. So that was my few minutes. Where are we? 10 minutes? That's not bad. So you can see more of my stuff on this vlog channel. I've also got a YouTube channel, which has broken 2,000 subscribers, which I'm super stoked about. There's over 300 videos on there with really great speakers. A whole range of different perspectives based on Judaism and the Tanakh. You're going to really like those. You can come to my Facebook page where I share lots of stuff about my art that I do and photography and little bits of stuff on the Tanakh, and it's a great place as well to find other like-minded people. I think you're going to find 90% of the people that interact with my page are going to be on the same page as you if you were on my page. I tapped the mic there. I apologize if I made a funny noise. Other than that, I think it's time to saddle up and get out. Have a great Shabbat, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye. I'm going to stop the video now. See ya.